Good morning, folks. Welcome to another episode of On the Court but First Coffee. My name is David George Smith. Hope everyone's having a great day, great start to their day. Hope everyone had a great yesterday. Apologies for not uploading excuse me, if I can learn how to speak. Apologies for not uploading an episode yesterday. Uh, just was feeling under the weather. Voice wasn't very podcast worthy. So, apologize for that. I'll make up for it. Going to be doing a giveaway on Instagram, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, everyone's doing well. I want to get into some of these topics today. First things first, what a game last night from the Bucks and the Knicks. That was just an excellent game, and what an amazing broadcast it was. And what an amazing job it's been from NBC with just the presentation of their broadcast. It's been phenomenal. I loved the lineup announcement when they would do the graphic, just like Sunday Night Football. They'd have a player, for example, they had Jalen Brunson, Villanova, for example. I thought that was awesome. Very cool. Just a really cool thing. It's just something new, something refreshing. That's the thing, is like I'm wondering, is it cool, or is it just, or do we think it's cool because it's just something new that we haven't gotten in a while? But I think that they're actually doing a pretty good job over at NBC. Getting into the game, Giannis with 37 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Bucks were down 12 at halftime. Jalen Brunson was shooting lights out. Got Ryan Rollins getting a career high 25. Looked like Jalen got hurt there towards the end of the game. He was moving a little weird, and then he got back on the floor, I believe. Yeah. Milwaukee was just on a run at that point. So, even Mikal Bridges, 24 points. Again, I've said this before about the Knicks. They are a very talented team, but they're small. They're undersized at almost every position. Josh Hart, great player. Small forward, are you going to throw him you're going to throw him guarding Giannis? You know what I mean? They're undersized, and that's why I don't think that they're ready to get into the finals yet. That's just my thoughts. I know it's going to upset some Knicks fans, but it's very hard. There's only a few guys that have been the guy, and they've been undersized, but they've been like the leader of the team. I think of Iverson. It's really all I can think of. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. I'm a short king myself, folks. So I feel for the Knicks. They got the Villanova roster. All they're missing is just Jay Wright. He needs to just stop screwing around and sign a contract with the Knicks. Let me know your thoughts about that. Looks like the Milwaukee's going to be legit. They're deep. They've got depth. They're at the point. I think they're at the point now where Giannis can still get 40, and then the rest of the team can still show up. I think Miles Turner was a great addition. I think Kyle Kuzma was a great addition. I think Bucks have a good chance to go back to the finals this year. They showed me that last night. If I'm going to make a very early prediction, I think the Bucks are going to make the finals. So let me know your thoughts about that. Sixers. I want to get into, I got to talk about my Sixers. They killed it. They've been killing it 4-0. They beat Washington last night in overtime. Tyrese Maxey, another 39 points. Embiid, 25 points, 7 rebounds in 23 minutes. Phenomenal. Quentin Grimes, 39 minutes, 23 points. Phenomenal. Just phenomenal basketball from this team. I know it's against Washington, but think about it. You're 3-0. You just played a big game against Boston. Big game against big game against Orlando. Close game against Charlotte. Then you have to go on the road. They're outscored for most of that game, the Sixers. And then they come back and win in overtime on the road. So it's a big win. Big win for the Sixers. And Tyrese Maxey looks legit, man. He looks great. He looks phenomenal. Past 4 games, he's given you 40. And many other guys can do that on a regular basis. That he's showing some real growth, like more than I've seen in a while. And it's not requiring Embiid to do much, which is really nice. That makes me happy as a Sixers fan. It makes Embiid happy. He even admitted. He said, "Look, it's been, I've been doing this for 12 years." Really 10, but who's whatever. I digress. It's amazing. I want to see the Sixers play this cup game against Boston. I want to see them go on the road against Cleveland, which is coming up next Wednesday. I want to see them go up against Detroit. Detroit's not doing bad as of now. It's 4 games in. This is just me being very, freaking out 4 games into the season, but that's what you got to do as a sports fan. Yeah. So I just want to see them, when they go into Cleveland coming up. They got a game on November 20th against Milwaukee in Milwaukee, which I would like to see. They got a game against the Clippers on the 17th of November. So I want to see that to be really confident. But again, even as a fan, or even if I wasn't a fan, that they've been phenomenal. They've been phenomenal. Let me know what you think. How about those Celtics, though? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Or am I? I don't know. I'll leave that for you to decide. I want to talk about this Michael Jordan headline about load management. Michael Jordan, they do a segment about insights to excellence when when NBC does a doubleheader. They get Michael Jordan to sit down and talk about pretty much everything he already talked about during that COVID documentary, The Last Dance. I hate to call it the COVID documentary, but let's be honest. I mean, like, I can't go back and watch that documentary. It's hard because I already watched it. I I just think every time I watch that, I just think back to like that time and it was just I don't know. That's just my thoughts. It was a great documentary. There's a lot of great moments. Maybe I just have to give it another try. But it's pretty cool to see him get involved with NPC though. They were asking him about load management last night. Jordan said shouldn't be needed. Never wanted to miss never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to improve or something that I felt like the fans were there to watch me play. I mean, this isn't really anything new or anything like anything controversial. I don't know why this is making headlines. It's not hard. I mean, I think it's ridiculous. The amount of load management, I think it's gotten to a point where it's just manipulated and it's just abused. I think. I mean, there were guys that would play through injuries, 10 years ago, but now it's just you're sitting out because you're tired. And it is. I mean, again, I don't know why this made headlines because it's true. I don't think you don't need Michael Jordan to come out and say that load management sucks and it's dumb. I just think it's ridiculous. I mean, there were guys that would have to fight to get out there. Like I forget who it was that had to hide his jersey to prevent him from playing. I forget the player that it was, but could have been Jordan. I think I forget, but that just wouldn't happen today. And I hate to sound like an old head. It was Iverson actually. Yeah, when he was really hurt. When he was injured and we knew he couldn't play, he used to hide his jersey. Found his jersey one time, but didn't have any shoes. And he was trying to send somebody from Foot Locker, send somebody from Foot Locker in New York to get him a pair of shoes. That's amazing. This is from Billy King, Sixers GM. It's amazing. I need to watch that Iverson documentary. Let me know, please let me know how the Iverson documentary is. I've been trying to get around to it, but there's been a lot of good games on so far. Football as well, World Series, the sports equinox. Not that I'm a big hockey fan. I mean, the Flyers did beat the Penguins, though. I don't know if you saw that. We'll talk about that on the Floridians podcast with Luke. Shout out to Luke. But yeah, I mean, you got to play. I mean, you're making. It's not something that hasn't been said before. It's not something that I'm not going to say anything that hasn't been said before. You're making a lot of money. Get out there and play. If you're not injured, if you're not hurt, get out there and play. You're making a lot of money. If I decided to not show up to work because I was tired, I would get fired. I can't go to a class. I can't tell my professor, "Hey, I can't go to class due to load management." He'd be like, "What the hell are you talking about? Get out! Get out! I'm gonna fail you. What the hell is load management?" I wonder about the history of load management. When did it really get popular? I wonder if we can maybe have an episode just all about that. I mean, like when it started, when it began. That might be a cool episode. If we sit down with maybe another analyst and then be an insider, perhaps. and see, when it started. Why is it so prominent now versus why wasn't it prominent 20 years ago? Let me know what you think about it. I think if you're not hurt, you get out there and play. I don't think that's a controversial opinion. Let me just get into the games tonight, give you my thoughts if you care. See if there's any good ones. What do we got? Or what do we have? Proper, grammatical, whatever. Proper grammatical statement would be, what do we have tonight? But I digress. I'm not here to give you good grammar. I'm here to give you basketball thoughts at 8 o'clock in the morning. The Rockets and the Raptors, 6:30. I think the Rockets will probably take this one. Magic and Pistons at 7. That's in Detroit. I think the Magic are probably going to take that one. Magic are pretty good this year. They're fast, they're physical, fun to watch. I think Paolo's going to be an MVP candidate. I think it's his time. I think Paolo is going to be like the next LeBron for the most part. I mean, just the way he plays, he's just so phenomenal. He's got the height, he's got the speed, he's got the shooting, he's got the athleticism, the defense. I think he's fantastic. Love Paolo Banchero. Banchero. I think him and the Magic are going to get a win tonight at 7 o'clock in Detroit. Cavs and Celtics at 7. Celtics have been struggling a little bit. Cavs are pretty good. Celtics have a pretty good homestanding, though. I think Cavs will probably take that one, though. Hawks and Nets in Brooklyn, 7:30. Brooklyn. Why not? Kings at Bulls at 8. I think it'll Sacramento. Pacers at Mavericks at 8:30. I think the Mavericks will take that one. They have a pretty good homestanding, too. Pretty good home court advantage. Pretty good team. How's Cooper Flag been? I'm sorry, the games have been on too late. So forgive me, and they haven't been in the area either. I have to get League Pass. That's why you need to subscribe to the Patreon so I can afford a League Pass, folks. It's David G. Smith 530, Patreon.com. Been averaging 13, 5, and 3. Okay. Shooting 38%. Yeah. Just kind of 22 points there, 18 points there. Not bad. But I think the Mavericks will win tonight. Pelicans at Nuggets, 9 o'clock. Nuggets are obviously taking that one. Everybody knows that. Blazers at Jazz at 9. I think the Jazz will probably take that one. Lakers at Timberwolves, 9:30. I think the Timberwolves will probably win. Grizzlies at Suns, 10 o'clock. Go with the Grizzlies. So, see how right I am or how wrong I am tomorrow morning. And let me know your thoughts about what's going on. Let me know your thoughts about load management. Let me know your thoughts about the Bucks last night. Let me know your thoughts about Giannis, about Magic, about Paolo, Cooper Flag, VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey. A lot going on right now. Austin Reeves. A lot going on. And we're just getting started. I mean, we're only 4 games in. So, got a lot to look forward to. It's going to wrap it up for this episode. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. See you tomorrow. Have a good one.